Hello, I am Tanasha Baby Cooksey, and I will be presenting a PowerPoint on the social theories that I believe are connected to globalization. I will be going over 5 different theorists today, and this presentation will be for the Department of Social Science at Troy University. The first theorist, first, an overview. So, what is globalization? We will be connecting Wallerstein, Harvey, C. Wright Mills, Judith Butler, and Goffman theories all will be explained, and they will also be connected to globalization in some shape or form. What is globalization? So, for a textbook definition, I have provided this one. It is a structural phenomenon of increasing interdependence among various parts of the world. My definition of globalization is just globally caring for each other, globally sharing values, globally sharing culture, sharing techniques, sharing ideas, sharing products, from trade to maybe talking like this across the country, anything that's interconnecting people across the globe. First, we will be talking about Wallerstein and his world systems theory and his modern world system theory. One interesting fact about his theories is that his unit of analysis is actually the entire world as a whole. He is not just looking at a specific small section of something, he is looking at the entire globe and making a theory on it. He also highlighted the dependency theory, which is basically the system doesn't work unless someone in the system is dependent on the system. Connecting Wallerstein's theories to globalization, the first thing that came to my mind was the world leaders sitting at the inauguration. It was all the different elites from across the globe all sitting on a pedestal at the inauguration for only one country. But even though it was an inauguration for one country, elites from across the globe all came together. The dependency theory is also highlighted in the healthcare system very blatantly. David Harvey is the next theorist we will be discussing. Harvey combined Chinese delegation and Marxist views. He analyzed neoliberalism. So, liberalism is separating the lives of citizens from the government. Neoliberalism is the exact opposite. Neoliberalism is the government and these institutions, they have a huge impact on the personal lives of the citizens. David Harvey also believed that scarcity is not an end result, it's just the end result that we have in mind. Connecting Harvey's views to globalization, the things that came to my mind is the large scale deportation, current rise in prices of basic resources, serving sizes decreasing, maybe landscaping in low income areas across the globe, just in putting government into the lives of everyone across the world is at a very high rate right now. So I think his views in globalization is it can be displayed in a variety of different ways. C. Wright Mills, he was a Parsons critic and he focused on the relationship between individuals and institutions. He was a publisher for The White Collar, The Power Elite, and The Sociological Imagination. He was a critic of the media. He believed that he also was a critic of structural functionalization. He believed that there is a threefold system, and if this system stays consistent, then everything is okay. This threefold elites are the executives, upper leadership of the federal government, and decision makers in top military roles. His views connect with globalization by taking into account transnationalism. If you use Mills's views to talk about globalization, the unit of analysis has to switch from the nation state to being as a globe. Judith Butler was a strong advocate for gender equality, sexual equality, if you will. She believed that gender and sex are not as different as we believe, and gender is constantly performed, and sex is socially constituted. Butler's views did not have a huge impact on globalization due to the sparked controversies that it had in America alone and also along the globe. Not everyone is as progressive and as developed with these ideas as others are. So her impact on globalization is not as strong as others. Irving Goffman, he was also a critic, if you will. He believed that they self as a performance. He believed that mental institutions and prisons and etc., all the institutions that kind of have citizens in a system, he believes that this is harmful and it's called mortification. And he also came up with the dramaturgical approach, which is one of my favorites. And it's basically that we are always performing. We are constantly performing and putting on a face that we want to be perceived. Connecting Goffman theories to globalization, the first thing that came to my mind was the idea that America is the place of opportunity. America is the greatest place. And this performance is almost like a role that's being played into the media of even other countries. The theorist with the greatest impact, I believe, with Wallerstein, his unit of analysis being the entire globe, had, of course, the biggest impact on globalization. And these are my references. And thank you so much for this class. And thank you for this course. And thank you for listening. Bye.